Rock 100.5 KATT. I am Cameron Buchholtz here with Wheeler Walker Jr. What's going on, man?
Not too much. Sitting in my house. I'm getting ready to go to Oklahoma City to play a concert, and I think that's where you are.
Indeed, man. Yeah, you're going to be here at the Tower Theater tomorrow night. And
how's that venue? Cool?
It's cool. Yeah, it's awesome. Because I know the first time you played here at Oklahoma City, you were down at the Diamond Ballroom, which is kind of our like old school honky tonk kind of place that's like was George Jones's favorite venue, supposedly. But the Tower is just as old, just as historic, but a lot fancier and dare I say maybe hipper. So it's
well, that's the new Wheeler. That's the new Wheeler. I'm hipper and bigger. And
is
fancier.
That it? Was that a conscious effort, or did that just happen naturally after the pandemic?
God, I have no idea. It just happens, you know. People make these decisions for me.
Sure, man. But what can people expect tomorrow night, man? It sounds like it's going to be a party.
Yeah, a lot of partying, a lot of drinking, a lot of bad words, a lot of good music. Oklahoma City, they don't probably get too much good music. They got some, like you said. They got the George Straits and hey, is Garth from Oklahoma?
He is. Yeah, he's from Yukon, which is like an Oklahoma City suburb.
Are Turnpike Troubadours from there too?
They are. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, there's some good music there, but you guys never seen nothing like Wheeler Walker Jr. So hang on to your dicks.
Awesome. Well, as you mentioned, lots of drinking, and I read somewhere earlier in this tour you sold out the Ryman, which is impressive on its own right. But extra impressive is that you set the record for most alcohol sales in a single night.
You know what I do? I love playing music, but my main job is going across the country and helping Budweiser sell Bud Light. You know, that's all I do. I set alcohol records everywhere I go. In Oklahoma City, if you don't set the alcohol record, I'm going to be embarrassed because I've done it everywhere else.
There you go. And what is it about your show you think that makes people just drink that much more?
I think when you look at my face, you need a beer.
Okay. In a good way or a bad way?
Well, I think in a good way, but my wife says in a bad way.
Gotcha. I mean, I'm fine being sober right now, but we'll see later on in this conversation.
Yeah, trust me. After a few drinks, I look a lot better.
There you go. All right. Well, I look forward to that tomorrow night. I'm still working today, so we got to keep it relatively respectable. You know how it goes.
Cool, man. Well, call me up after a few beers and we'll hang out.
All right. Sounds good. But now you're out promoting Sex, Drugs, and Country Music, which is your fourth record. And
I'm promoting the record and the action.
There you go. I mean, that's how you have to do it. I think it's kind of a combo when you name your record that. You have to be promoting the action as well.
Of course.
Now, tell me about the new record, though, because it ostensibly this should be your pandemic record, but it certainly doesn't sound like it is.
You know what? I was so sick of like those hogs like Adele boring the crap out of me with those stupid pandemic records. Shut up. You know, like it's just you know what I hate? I hate boring music. And like, so don't make a record about the most boring time ever. It's like, you know, we all been sitting around, you know. I don't go out and listen. I don't put on my headphones to listen to songs about how you've been sitting around on your couch. And also, Adele, you got over the pandemic, we all sat around eating Doritos and you got skinny. Sing about that, you know?
Your weight loss journey record.
Yeah. But talk about how hungry you are, but not about how bored you are.
So is that to say that during the pandemic that you just had lots of sex and did lots of drugs?
Yes, it is. Okay. I thought about it, but the answer is yes. My thing is, I knew that I like to do counter programming, as they call it. You know, everyone else did their stupid, boring pandemic record, and I brought out a party, you know?
There you go. And it's your fourth record working with Dave Cobb, which has got to be pretty amazing because it doesn't really get much better than Dave Cobb right now.
Yeah, he's the best, you know. And like I said, I wanted to do a party record, and he was my dude.
He's making a lot of party records this year. He just did the Sammy Hagar record. That dude likes to party too, in a very different way than you do, probably.
I didn't know he did that. Yeah, I need to get some Maui Wowie, right?
Yeah, just get on the board with the whatever it is. It's Mas Tequila.
Yeah, I need a tequila brand. Can you help me out?
I mean, you know, it sounds like your friend Dave Cobb probably can.
Yeah, maybe I'll ask him. I didn't know he did that record. They playing my songs on KATT FM. I'll bet they're not.
We're not. But is there even a song on the thing that we could?
Yeah. Sluts in Heaven got no bad words.
It doesn't. All right. Well, then you know what?
She,
I'll play it tonight.
awesome. And she's a country music fan. It's got some
Some easily editable ones.
yes, it's kind of it's hard to explain, but it's like it's some tricks. It's radio friendly. She's a country music fan. Play that one tonight.
Now, what's the reaction to you from your typical mainstream country station? Because I'd imagine you're more likely to get played on a station like ours than your typical.
Yeah, no, I don't. I stopped talking to country music stations, because they just got no balls.
Mhm.
So I'm down. I like talking to rock stations because I think country's so boring nowadays that I'd rather talk to you guys and your like. I'll get my people reach out like such and such country stations wants to talk to you. I go. I don't even do it anymore because I sit there and I do the interview and I get a call the next day every time. You said too many bad words and not airing it. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done with these guys.
Yeah.
The world has moved on. We're ready. We like cussing and doing drugs and partying. I don't feel country music is just like it's just mainstream country music is just lame.
There is the upswell of solid country artists that a lot of them working with Dave Cobb that are doing real things at this point.
Yeah, but they're the exception.
Mm-hmm.
And they had to push their way through. And I'm not going to censor myself to get played on the same station that plays. If you play Florida Georgia Line, I don't want you playing my songs.
Sure. And now you talk about talking to rock stations and liking rock and stuff, but I just saw like 2 weeks ago, Cody Jinks played Rocklahoma with his rock band. Do you see a Wheeler rock record at any point happening?
I'd love that, man. I'd love to. Cobb makes some great rock. I'd be down to do that. What kind of stuff you guys play on your station?
I mean, it's your standard mainstream rock. It's your Shine Downs, your Five Finger Death Punches, and then mixed in with the more classic stuff, the GNR, the Zeppelin, the whole spectrum kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of fans a lot of my fans are rock fans, and a lot of those bands you mentioned have reached out to me that they're fans. So I think maybe I'd do better in rock. Maybe I'll look into it. Country and rock, the good country and the good rock, they cross right over,
Sure, yeah. Just add a little bit of distortion to your guitars. You'll be fine.
Yeah, was Elvis country or was he rock? Was Johnny Cash country or rock? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we've got some Johnny Cash songs in our playlist. There's
yeah. Was Waylon sounds more rock to me than country?
There you go. I mean, well, and I heard did Nickelback reach out to you and then they didn't like what you pitched them or something? What's that story?
Well, I heard that Nickelback wanted to do a song with me, and I wrote a song for them to duet with me on. It was called F Nickelback, but not with the letter F.
Sure, yeah.
About how bad they sucked, and it was going to be a duet where we were going to sing about how bad they sucked, and then they heard the song and didn't call me, and then said never mind.
Gotcha. That's a bummer. They should have embraced that.
But it goes back to my point. F Nickelback.
Sure. I mean, we're playing their new song. I kind of like it.
Oh man, I might have to hang up. Hang up on you with that one.
I mean, I've got enough content from this interview already. If we got to end it that way, it's so be it. But
cool.
indeed,
I'll end it with hey Nickelback. You don't want to be. I'm trying to be. I haven't been radio safe in a while. Nickelback, if you're listening, which you're not, and you don't want to be P words, do my duet that I wrote for you. It's called F Nickelback. Call me. You didn't call me back before. Stop being a little B word and stop being a little P word. Call me. You stink. I can only help you.
There you go. That seems like a solid enough way to end the interview, and we'll get it out to Nickelback.
Yeah. What's the singer's name?
Chad Kroeger.
Yeah, man. I spent 10 freaking hours trying to come up with a rhyme with that.
You just gotta just keep in mind whatever you rhymed it with, and then at some point you'll do a horror movie song and about Freddy Krueger, and it'll be fine.
Nah, I'd rather do Chad Kroeger.
That's fair.
My guess, I don't remember what it was. My guess was I was chopping at Kroger.
There you go, man. Well, Wheeler, thank you so much for the time, and
I'll see you at the show, man. Well, thanks for having me on KATT FM. I dig it.
For sure, man. Tomorrow night, Tower Theater, and it's going to be a party, man. Thanks a lot.